talking about what's important in your hometown. This is Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Wally Lukashenski with Justin the Ninja Wilski up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. And Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. But let's talk a little bit about Randy and his team with Professional Floor Covering, because they are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. But it is so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tiles, shower inserts, and more. And I love talking about the countertop because it's the first thing you see when you walk into a kitchen or a bathroom. The material, color, and pattern of a countertop are all play a major role in how a kitchen or bath remodel will turn out. They offer a large selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops. They're here to help you find that perfect one that fits both your lifestyle and your design. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center, and you can find them at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam or online at proflr.com. I'm very excited this morning because we are joined, by a team by Richards Insurance right here in Beaver Dam. We've got Lisa Groff, a third-year veteran, group health insurance, and Emily McFarland, who's brand new to the business but already making waves. Want to welcome you both on this morning. Excited to talk to you.
Thank you for having us, Wally. We're happy to be here.
Yes, we are. We're very excited to talk with you, and you make us very comfortable with your fun suspenders, and we're excited to talk insurance.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. It's a good way to get me feeling good going into this right away.
Us too.
But I want to dive right in. So about Richards Insurance, can you tell everybody listening what exactly you do and why they should be fired up about what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a full-service independent insurance agency. So that's everything from your home, auto, boat, to your business, commercial coverage, life, and health insurance. We've been servicing the local community for over right around 60 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And then right here, we're based in Beaver Dam, but we help clients all over the region. Basically, if you need insurance of any kind, Richards is where to go.
I love to hear that right there. I know watching our high school broadcast coverage, we're always seeing the ads too when we're up working.
Good.
So you're always top of mind for us.
Good.
Got to keep Richards right there behind, in the back of your mind. And Lisa, you've been doing this for over 30 years, or right about 30 years. Why health insurance for you? What is it that has kept you in and passionate about this all these years?
I think it's the people. I enjoy working with businesses to help take care of their employees, who are obviously very important to them, and helping them kind of navigate through the health insurance industry, the employee benefits world of things, to help them, keep their employees happy and meet their budgets, and just it's real rewarding.
I believe it, and we almost got a contrary of styles here, because Emily, you are new to insurance. So what is it for you that's brought you in and made you so excited about doing this work?
Yeah, well, it's an awesome segue, because like Lisa said, it's all about people, right? And customer service, sales is definitely my background. So insurance is different in the regard it's about protecting the people that we care about most. So I'm about 5 months in, but I love that it's relationship based. I get to learn from pros like Lisa, which she's just been an instrumental part in this community with the insurance. And we help businesses navigate the changing world that insurance has. I mean, every time you turn on any kind of news station, you're listening to some type of insurance, update or news flash. So times are changing, and we know that people appreciate walking into our office and sitting down with Lisa and just asking her questions face to face versus, the endless Google search of, well, what should I do next? So that's really what we're about, is servicing the local area and having people call or stop in really at any time.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the changing times, because it goes beyond insurance. Anything with how things are evolving, it's always important to stay up to date on what is going on out there. And for health insurance, I don't know a lot about it. Can you tell me what's been going on with that lately, and why should employers care about the changing times?
Well, there's a lot going on. As you know, there's employers, they need to focus on controlling their costs. They need to focus on retention. There's just a whole large gamut of different things that are happening, and that's where we come into play. We help work with employers to help customize their employee benefits plans to their needs, their industry. We have help them balance, the affordability, but yet employee satisfaction. And we just, take it to heart, and every business is different. So it's not a cut and dry situation for everybody. So it's just real important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, being so new to insurance, yes, when you think insurance or health insurance, really, I only just ever kind of thought medical.
Yeah.
And then I come and sit with Lisa, and there's just so many different options, from dental, vision, long and short-term disability. I mean, pet insurance. There's just so many different plans, and she's really the expert. So Richards has done a phenomenal job of having specialists in each line, like Lisa is for the group health or individual health, and it's just fantastic knowing that there's so many different options for people.
Well, I know you two are focused mainly on group health, but the way you're talking, Richards goes beyond that. They do more than that as well. Is that an accurate depiction of this?
Yeah, absolutely. So our agency can help with everything. Like I was just saying, we've got specialists for home, we've got specialists for auto, any kind of personal line of coverage, your boat or your second home, vacation homes. Commercial insurance for all your business needs, your property insurance. We insure the building, but of course all the contents in it, if that's what you need. Life insurance, so any kind of like annuity planning or life insurance policies. I'm telling you, any type of protection that you need for the people, places, and things around you, Richards is where to go.
Well, and every time we drive by, it's a beautiful building. What's that like over there for you guys? How is everything over at Richards Insurance these days?
It's actually it's exciting. Our benefits team just moved to a new building, a new office at 207 Corporate Drive here in town, and we're excited. It's a new space. We have room to grow. It's just, we welcome anyone to stop in and check it out.
Well, Lisa, last thing I guess for you here, why should somebody call Richards instead of looking at one of those big national groups that you see all the time across everywhere around the country?
The nice part is it's not just a random 800 number and press this prompt to get here or there. You get a real person, and that's what we pride our agency on, is the personal touch, the customer service. And we just don't want to bounce people around to just voicemails or this or that. It's nice to just talk to people in person these days.
Mm-hmm. That connection is so important too. And for people that want to reach out or they want to learn more about it, is there a website, a phone number? How can they find you?
Yeah, absolutely. We have our website is richardsinsurance.com, and you can pop on there and look at all the different coverages that we can carry, or that we do carry, and we can help you out with. We also we are still in our downtown location at 123 South Spring Street?
North Spring Street.
North Spring Street, 123 North Spring Street. And that's where you would go for all your personal lines or your commercial insurance needs. The life, and then like the Medicare with Jenny, and any of your individual health insurance needs. And then, of course, the group. That's at 207 Corporate, right over by Parent Dot down on Corporate Drive over there. We also have a telephone number. You can reach us at 920-319-4762 for any insurance needs, and we can help you out.
I love to hear that. Well, I'm really fired up to get to talk to you this morning, and excited to see how things continue to go. 60 years is a long time. Let's hear another 60 coming up.
Yeah, right.
Well, thank you again for joining me this morning, ladies, and
Thank you,
excited to hear how things go in the future.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Absolutely. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue our Chamber Spotlight here. That's on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. I'm really excited this morning. We are doing our Beaver Dam Chamber Spotlight, and I'm now joined by Julie Ronzani with Dance Now Studios and Julie Art Dance and Skate. Julie, first of all, thank you so much for joining me. I'm fired up to talk a little bit this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. See, I know right away your name is associated with this brand, so I know that you're going to be
Yes.
passionate about it. You put a lot of work into it.
I put a lot of work into it.
Can you tell us a little bit, for people that are not familiar, what this actually is and what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, first of all, there is Dance Now Studios, and we are going into our 17th year here in Beaver Dam, and that's all about raising children to be good citizens in the community and teaching them how to dance as well. So it's kind of a package deal for the children who come to our facility. And then we have Julie Art Dance and Skate, which is actually Wisconsin's largest skate and dance outfitter, and we've been in business for 21 years, and we do all things dance and all things figure skate.
Oh, so that's what I was going to ask. I didn't know if that was roller skating, if that'd be ice skating or not.
It's figure skating.
Figure
100%,
skating.
yes.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes.
So 17 years, at least when this started, I imagine. What was it that pushed you to make this happen and actually transform this area and this sector of Beaver Dam into what it is now?
Yeah, so we opened up the shop in 2004, and that was because my daughter's a dancer, and we were on our way to Madison for her third pair of pointe shoes that season, and I looked at her one day and said, there's got to be a better way. And there goes Julie Art Dance and Skate. And then a few years after that, the local studio here in town closed, and I wanted my daughter, obviously, to continue dancing, so we decided to open up our own dance studio. And that was the beginning of Dance Now Studios.
Wow, so it actually even started a little bit longer than what I said. It's closer to 21 years that this has been going on.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
that's okay. So when you look back, when this has started, seeing how it's grown over the years, what's that been like for you? I imagine it looks a lot different now than it did in 2004.
Right. Well, we were downtown in 2004, and we flooded in 2004, and then we moved up to where we are now is on Rosendale Street, 344 Rosendale Street is where both of the businesses are now housed. So the studio and the shop are both up there. And things have grown over the years exponentially. We service the whole Midwest as far as the figure skate side of the business goes. So yeah, things are just plugging right along.
Well, I know Wade Bates has 3 daughters, and they're involved in skating and dance and
Sure.
nonstop. There's a lot of parents out there that would love to find a local place for their kids to go and
Sure.
develop. Well, for you, what are the age ranges? What are the class schedules? Things like that look like?
Sure. So we have classes Monday through Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. We start at age 3 and go all the way through our adult classes.
Oh, wow.
We have an adult ballet class this season for the first time, and then we have our adult tap class, which has been continuing for like the last 5 or 6 years.
So it's constantly adding and constantly trying to evolve and grow out there.
Constantly, yes, constantly.
Well, one of those things that's growing, we were talking a little bit during the break, you have a first annual Fall Fest that's coming in September.
Yes.
What is that?
We are really excited about that. It's just a way for us to give back to the community in another way. We're going to be having a bounce house. We have a couple food trucks there. We'll have dance games. We'll have ballerina bingo, pin the tutu on the ballerina. So there'll be all kinds of things going on there. We'll have food. We'll have hamburger brats and hot dogs. Oof. This is open to the entire community, whether you're a current student, future student, if you're just someone in the community who wants to take their kids out and have a good time, bring them on over on September 27th between the hours of 11 and 4, and we're just going to have a blast that day.
11 through 4, September 27th.
Yes.
That's a good time to block off right now. And
Absolutely.
I imagine that if people had questions or they wanted to learn a little bit more about the schedule or what the classes look like, there'll be people at this event too to answer those questions.
Absolutely. All our teachers will be present. So there'll be a Meet the Teacher event as well. We'll have enrollment specials. We'll be giving tours of the studio. There'll be sample dance classes going on also all day long.
Oh, so you can even get a little practice, figure out what this is going to look like.
Yes. It's a good time to come try us out.
That's good. It's like trying on a new coat or something.
Exactly.
You want to figure out if it fits good, go out there and
Right.
try it out, have a brat at the same time.
Right.
It doesn't get much better than that.
It's perfect.
And then if people want to sign up, though, they want to go online, is there a website or a way that they can contact you to figure out, or even just go on and peruse a little bit about what you do?
Sure. You can go to dancenowstudios.com. Very simple. Hop on our website. We just redesigned the entire website as well. That went live last week. So we're really excited about the new design, and we're hoping that we can get more students in our doors that way.
Well, I imagine so.
Absolutely.
It's wild. I even watched like what Ninja does here with like all of our graphics and the websites. There's so much more work that goes into that than people think there is.
It was a challenge. We made it through, though, and we're really happy with it.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the team that you have over there? Like, I imagine that this takes a lot of work. There's a lot of hands that can make these things like Fall Fest happen for the first time.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the team?
So there's a lot involved in our team. We have our paid team, of course, and then we have our volunteer staff. So the paid team, we have, I think, 7 teachers on staff now. We have 3 part-time support people. So those are the individuals who help with enrollment, the front desk that you meet when you first come in the door, and our teachers, of course, are very important. And then we have numerous volunteers who help out with our Fall Fest and other things throughout the year. The Witches Dance coming up here in October for the Beaver Dam Fall Fest, things like that. So it's all hands on deck most of the time.
I know I'm probably putting you on the spot, making you pick between favorite kids here, but is there a class that you most enjoy? Whether it be you were doing it yourself growing up, or you just love watching the kids or adults participate in one of these events?
I don't really have a favorite.
That's a smart answer.
I'll be honest. However, the littlest, the 3 to 5-year-olds, those are special little kids there. So
I can
they are a
imagine.
lot of fun. They bring a lot of joy and laughter to the studio.
Well, we're lucky too, right off camera, Tracy Probst is here, one of our favorite people here in Beaver Dam. And she was saying something right before we got going on here with only about a minute left. The Witches Dance, is it Fall Downtown Fest we're doing this? Can
Yes.
you tell me a little bit about your involvement with that? And I got to keep my eye out this year.
So we've been doing the Witches Dance for, I think this will be our 5th year, I think. And we go ahead, we do all the teaching of the Witches Dance as well. We just kind of get everyone together in my parking lot of the school. We'll kind of like corner off an area of the parking lot, and we teach the Witches Dance. It's the same dance every year. So, and it's open to whoever. We've had people come from all different cities around here. We've had people from Jefferson. We have people from Madison come up, and we all do the Witches Dance then at the Fall Festival here in town. We do the procession, and then we perform a couple times throughout the day with the Witches Dance. It's a lot of fun.
That entire day. Last year was my first experience with it. It was unbelievable.
Yes.
I'll have to keep a better watch out this year and actually see what this looks like, because I've never heard of this. Is this like a Witches Dance? Is this like a wide known thing?
It's like a national thing. I mean, they have Witches Dance throughout the country. Beaver Dams has grown, though. I think last year we probably had, I want to say almost 50 witches dancing.
Really?
So it gets quite big, and it's a lot of fun. And then we'll put out 3 or 4 different training sessions at the studio, and we'll post that to Facebook in an event. And then you can sign up, and you can just come drop by, and you can kind of learn the witches dance. It's not too difficult, but it's a lot of fun to get all dressed up and have fun.
Well, we've been talking this morning with Dance Now Studios and Julie R. Dance and Skate with Julie Ronzani. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you again.
Oh, absolutely. This was a blast. I'm excited now. I have something to look for during Fall Downtown Fest when I'm not running a casket around.
That's true. And we let guys dance, too. So
We got the Warlocks involved as well.
Yes. Come on down.
I like that. Well, perfect. We're going to throw it to break with that. When we come back, we're going to continue our chamber spotlight here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. And McKinstry's believes that everyone who labors has made America strong, prosperous, in a great country. And to celebrate Labor Day, McKinstry's is having a store-wide sale. McKinstry's showroom is filled with sofas, reclining sofas, sectionals, and chairs at unbeatable savings, like Lazy Boy recliners starting at $349 and love seats starting at $699. You can also save big on Simmons Beauty Rest and Symbol mattresses. Dining room and bedroom sets are also marked down for this event. Add the finishing touches to your home with pictures, area rugs, and accessories. And McKinstry's offers you all the latest styles, always designed to fill your home with comfort and quality. Hurry in now and discover the Labor Day savings. Almost said the Lazy Boy sale. We just had that one. We got the Labor Day savings at McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. The sale ends Saturday, August 30th. McKinstry's will be closed on Monday, September 1st to celebrate Labor Day. I'm going to get the words out eventually, Sarah. We're going to get there together. So make sure you get in there. Only a few weeks left, and they always have great deals over at McKinstry's. So hop on there. You are going to not regret that at all. I'm very excited now. We are joined by Sarah Jekyll with Home Stretch. And I would love to, first of all, start out because I didn't know what Home Stretch was until I started doing my prep for this work here today. I'm excited to learn a little bit more about it. I'd love to hear from you a little bit about your background with it and how this came to be to begin with.
Sure. So my husband and I have 4 young adults, and now that they're grown and we can take our next adventure, since they're kind of, empty nesting us and leaving the house. My husband is very much the entrepreneur, and I'm there to support, and we've landed on Home Stretch because we ourselves have been in the situation of trying to sell our home and get the most value out of it. So Home Stretch really prepares the house. So we support the sellers and real estate agents in getting your home cosmetically ready to sell to get the most value out of it. So we do things like clear outs, painting for interior and exterior, carpet and LVP flooring, and we also do a big move out clean, so your realtor has that space ready to go for showings and MLS photos. And also some light landscaping to really bring up that curb appeal. So buyers are gonna have a move-in ready and, ready to go space. And hopefully you're getting the best offer you can from those potential buyers.
Well, I've never had to sell a house, but I remember watching my parents stressed out as they were while we were moving growing up. This is a great opportunity so that people can actually, you don't know what you're doing. And you're like, I need to make this house sellable. I need to make it better. You come in and you're actually gonna be able to help me out.
Yes. So there's lots of moving pieces. If you haven't sold a house, there's a lot of moving pieces. So the piece that we are able to take off of your plate is looking at your house as a whole project and how we can update it. So a great common home we work in is maybe your elderly parents are downsizing. They're moving to assisted living. They're just, taking the big childhood home and they're going down to maybe a ranch. So the mobility. And what we're doing is we're just refreshing the space because maybe your parents haven't updated it in the last 10, 15, 20 years. They might have those pink painted walls, green, carpet, maybe they got some wood paneling going on. So what we can do is come in and just freshen the space. We're going to put some nice neutral paint on the walls, making it more open and, maybe knock out those accent walls of maroon and olive. And then also maybe some LVP where some sheet vinyl was. Maybe things are worn out from the walking path and the carpet. So we're going to update those floors. And then, maybe just pulling the weeds and mulching out front, getting the curb appeal, making that whole atmosphere warm and inviting, and just making that space move in ready. That is what a lot of buyers are looking for. They're having the pieces of their puzzle put together on their side, and they're trying to find a new location, new home, and they don't want to do a lot of the work. And a house is really one of your biggest investments of your life, and you want to make sure that you get as much as you can out of it, and hopefully that nest egg will help carry you through to the next home. So that's where we come in. We're taking a lot of that juggling of multiple contractors off of your plate. We're taking on the everyday problem solvings of getting things put back together or, cosmetically improved.
And we're just there to make it easier for the realtor and for the homeowner. And it doesn't have to be somebody selling. It could be somebody buying a home and they want the carpet improved.
And spruce it up a little bit.
And spruce it up. Get the paint done before you start putting the couches, the mattress, the kitchen. You know, instead of, because everybody's got the best intention of fixing it up, but after a big move and, you know, trying to put
You're
things back
beat.
together, the kids, the school, the grocery shopping, it's not like you want to, you know, move things again in a couple of years to paint. So.
Well, imagine getting a fresh set of eyes too, because you're talking about like the olive walls, maroon walls. I'm imagining shag carpet with the wooden panels up
Yeah.
along the walls. Maybe you have that attachment to it, but you get to come in and say, I can see where you like this maybe, but we are trying to get you the best value for your home. This is how we can do that, which I imagine you had a success story that you were kind of hinting at a little bit during the break. I'd love to hear a little bit about it.
Yeah, we helped a gentleman that was in the Madison area. So we service Dodge, Jefferson, Dane, Columbia counties. We're in and around Madison, but we're local to Beaver Dam. So we've helped homes in Fox Lake, Beaver Dam, Columbus, Lake Mills, all the way to Mount Horeb, Wanakee, Stoughton. But this gentleman was Madison. He moved to family in Michigan and just left the house as is. So we decluttered it. We got all of the unwanted items. We donated what we could, but you know, some things had to be disposed of. We updated the wall colors and made it nice and neutral. We also coordinated with a wood floor refinishing gentleman to help, you know, monitor that piece of the puzzle. And then we also just did the big move out clean, and we did a lot of landscaping on the outside. And they invested, you know, a good amount on it, but it doubled their value, and they actually had a bidding war, and they came out a little bit ahead even. So taking that off of his plate, since he was away from home, helping the realtor, letting us take care of the project, improving the surroundings of that home so it sold quickly, that's the success story, is, you know, everybody comes out a winner.
I needed you around like 10 years ago. God rest my grandmother, one of my favorite
Yeah.
people on earth. But Donna Ray Lukashinsky was a hoarder. And we were struggling. And
Yeah.
we really could have used some help on that.
Yeah, it's you know, even like, you know, my parents, grandparents, they're in there, and they're in there for, you know, their life, and they probably raised their kiddos through there. And just like my college kids, I still have their boxes in my basement that someday I'm going to regift them at Christmas. But you know, it's a lot of things to try to take care of all at one time while you're transitioning, whether you're, you know, downsizing, maybe a new job, relocating. Maybe there was a death in the family, so now you have an estate, you have their home to take care of, and you still have to coordinate your own family's everyday's activities. So, you know, taking that stress and worry off of their plate, knowing that their house is going to be ready to go, and, you know, making that investment is, you know, where we want to fit.
I would love to jump into some tips, perhaps, that
Sure.
for people that, again, like Donna Ray out there, where you're having receipts from 1967, you probably don't need that. But besides that, what are some tips that you can offer to us that if we are trying to fix up the home, add some value to it, that we can do?
Yeah, if you don't know where to start, just start with some decluttering. Everybody's got the junk drawer. Everybody's got, you know, a linen closet that maybe they don't use. My kids are gone, so I don't need twin size sheets anymore. So get those out of the closet, donate them. There's a lot of places, you know, the Humane Society, you know, other places. And sometimes it's even, you know, extra furniture. Maybe you don't need the extra bedroom set that's in the back or the mattress. You can start doing little things, going through the closet, clothes that don't fit anymore. You know, the bathroom vanity, everybody's got their lotions and potions, and some might be expired. You know, you can start taking those little things out. Memorabilia, you could probably start boxing and saving. Books are heavy to move, and you can't fit a lot in a box.
No.
So go through the books that you have, you know, and it's nice to share items with family or loved ones and see the appreciation before, you know, you have that face-to-face. But yeah, decluttering is a big step. It's the less you have to move. And paint goes a long way. It just makes a space brighter. It makes it feel cleaner and refreshed. And, you know, they can start imagining their items in the home, the buyer. And that's really what you're trying to get them to do, is imagine themselves in your space so that they want to buy your home and, you know, make it theirs.
Well, I would love it to the very end here, because we only have about a minute left. How can people connect? How can they learn more? How do they go about learning a little bit more about what you do?
Sure. So we are out there on socials. We're out there on Facebook, Instagram. Our web address is www.home-stretch.com. Under the Madison location, like I said, I'm still local to Beaver Dam, and we serve everywhere. And phone number is 608-420-6881. And we're there when you need us. There's an online consult scheduler, so you can look at our calendars and have a free consult to walk the space, to give you a free quote to see what items can improve your home and where budgets are and the most return on your investment as well. So that's how you can find us.
Well, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I had a blast talking with you. I know, I'm telling you, down the road, we got the hoarders throughout the family, so you're probably going to be hearing from me at some point.
Yeah, and hopefully we can do those cosmetic improvements. Nothing big renovations, just those simple little improvements will make a big difference.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. We'll be talking down the road here, Sarah, but thank you again for joining us. And I guess now we're going to step aside for our final break of the day. Before we come back, we're going to tell you a little bit about the prep sports scene that we have over the next 48 hours on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. That's next here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is brought to you by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Justin, you are the man as always. Thank you for stepping in with Kale out here. And first of all, great job. As soon as I hear the bumper again, I'm like, I know my man Ninja's looking out for me because I left the damn sports show special to end the show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for you for whatever you need, Wally.
Hey, well, you know what? You prove that day in and day out, so very much appreciate you. And I appreciate the fact that we have high school sports back here. It had like a 2-week hiatus after leading in baseball. Took us to literally the last possible day of the 24-25 sports season, and here we are. 2 weeks later, and it is officially kickoff day. Because, Justin, it's going to be Corey, myself, and Aiden out on the call tonight on Daily Dodge TV, where Johnson Crick will be traveling to take on the Marshall Cardinals. I know you've been doing camera a lot of the years here that you've been working. What is it about high school football in the fall that's just so special?
I mean, it's great because you get to literally feel and see the seasons change week to week. I mean, you're going to be out there tonight, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be warm. You know, it's going to feel like a great summer night. And then give it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then you're going to get out there. It's going to start to feel a little crisp, a little cool. The fall's going to kick in. You get to watch and feel all that happening. And if you ask me, there is nothing better than a Friday night football game with a little bit of chill in the air right about, October, late September.
Sweater weather.
Oh, yeah.
55 degrees, cloudy, a little about 10-mile-an-hour wind. That is it right there. That's where you know you're waking up the next day. There's going to be college football. You know you're going to be waking up the following day. There's going to be Packers football. It doesn't get any better. And I tell you, for the hometown fans here, you're not getting left out. Because Beaver Dam's kicking off their season tomorrow night. It's going to be Wade Bates, Tim Ladron, and myself on the call with you. We're going to have Aiden on camera, Jack Wilski back here, board opping. It's a big crew we're going to be having out. It's, very important this time of year. We got to go back-to-back for the Golden Beavers. And that conquest starts tomorrow night at 6:45. Also on Daily Dodge TV, but throw on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. You'll be able to hear the three of us as well. And Justin, we had kind of a fever that hit here this last year with Golden Beaver football. First conference championship since 1983. You've been around this area a lot longer than me. The specialty of what happened last year, can you speak to it just from optics of, we've been around for some years where things weren't as great. It wasn't as pretty out there on Friday nights.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was a Columbus graduate myself. Columbus, they kind of did the same thing, but they went a really long span, and then they really got hot, and the team really coalesced. The coaching was right. The players were on par. Everything kind of hit where it needed to be. Beaver Dam had the same thing happen. Coaching came in, started making some changes, started really bringing the team together. You saw a lot of things happening. You saw a lot of coalescing, people really just kind of getting the plays down. Some great standout players, but at the same time, a great supporting team behind those players, and it just everything came together.
It
And
really
you
did.
see the energy change in this town.
I hope that you go back to back after not winning one in 42 years. I'm going to be honest. I think that you might have to just keep me forever in Beaver Dam. I don't want to take too much credit, but if it goes back to back, Wally's first 2 years, I might never leave.
I mean, maybe we make that a condition. Wally's willing to stay if you guys go back to back.
That's great, but like secretly I won't leave. Like if they don't, but it's like maybe we just tell the world that I'd be fine with that.
You'll just change the name from Wally to like Larry or something. Yeah.
Dude, shave the stash, grow the hair back out.
There you go. Change it
Yeah,
up a bit.
alter ego Larry Wukashinsky or something at that point.
I love it.
I hope so. But Justin, I'm fired up. We're gonna have a lot of fun this year, and I know that Terry Bell here is going to be fired up as well. He's going to be talking with the Waupun Police Department on community comment here.
From my neck of the woods.
That's your neck of the woods right there. Not boring, by the way. Still upset about that video the other day, but that's fine. Sherry sent me a video the next day talking about how it was like an actual well-documented, not a TikTok random guy, but how Beaver Dam's like the third best city to raise a family in the entire state.
There you go.
I'm like, Sherry, she heard me yelling, and she's just like, Wally, it's okay. We're gonna get you through this. But that's going to do it for us today, Justin. I've rambled enough with this disheveled voice after Dodge County Fair. But we will be back tomorrow. Very excited to be back tomorrow. We'll be here same time, same place for more Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.